Hello. I am gonna go through a chess game that I played today, like a few hours ago, because I feel like it. Um, I just kind of went through the moves by myself here, and so I'll go through it quickly, and then I'll turn on the computer analysis and see if it agrees with me. So it's a Caro Kann. We end up playing an exchange, not exchange variation, where he sends out the knight and defend here. And to me, this feels like his first blunder because he defends the knight by pinning his own queen to the knight. And so I was considering what I should do. If I bring the knight out here, he wins my bishop because bang, this is a check, so I can't take his queen. And I was wondering if I just should play stable moves, but I decided to try and go here because I was like, his knight's not really here. He can't like develop and attack my queen. And I'm attacking this, his only way of defending is here, and I might be able to exploit the pin. So he goes here, and I play this move. I'm trying to prepare knight gf6. The reason why I don't play it immediately, my logic was that if he takes, I'm forced to take back this pawn, and then he has a check. Um, so we're on equal tempo. So now it's his move, and he can develop. He wouldn't do that, but let's say he can develop, right? But if let's say we do it this way, and then he develops here, if he takes, takes, now he has to move his queen, and he doesn't get the extra tempo with a check towards my king because the pawn didn't take back, right? That was my logic. So I put it knight here. He just develops, and I'm having some considerations about what happens if he castles a king side. What am I gonna do? But I go here. He takes, and so now I'm feeling like I'm better already, especially because I'm winning this pawn. So I take the pawn. He develops. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Let's just takes. Now I notice the queens are seeing each other, and this queen is undefended, so it's a pin. I considered this, pushing this pawn. The issue of that is this is a check, so he gets out of the pin while giving a check, and this pawn is kind of double attacked. So if I go here, he takes, and then he can defend it, so I can't take here. So that's why I chose this pawn instead. He defends with the knight. I, oops, I defends with the knight. I consider castling, but then he could, if I castle, he can move the queen here, get out of the pin, attack this pawn, and attack the king. So with a tempo. So I don't do that. I bring the rook out instead, applying more pressure. He chooses to castle, and I can already take this pawn. But what I'm afraid of if I take this pawn is that he can go here. And if I block trying to castle to get my king to safety, let's say he does this. If I castle, like I can't castle because that hangs the bishop. So I wanted to do a different move first. I wanted to get my bishop out before I can take because because the pin is still here, so he can't take, and he doesn't really have a real way of defending this pawn. It's isolated, right? There's no other pawns. So I choose to go here, which is I found a bit of an unsettling move because if he could remove the pin with a tempo, let's say he could go here and give a check, then my bishop would be hanging. But I didn't see that move, so I chose to do it anyways. He went here defending the pawn. And now I thought, since the rook is not on his file yet, I might as well take king a tempo on the bishop while I take, and then I castle, getting my king to safety. He develops, I go back. My thought process is, I have a discovery here with the bishop on the king, and if I could push this pawn up somehow, I could attack the knight, and while giving a check, winning the knight. So I go here, trying to give space for my pawn to push up, but then he goes here, so now I can't put my pawn there. So I focus on rerouting my knight. My knight here couldn't really see much, and so I thought if I put it here, I can see these two squares, which if they're there, attacks the queen, and if the queen has to move, my pawn can move, which is the same idea as before. He sees that, so he just moves the king. And then I was like, oh, how should I convert this? I'm up 2 pawns, right? Like I've won 2 pawns. Uh, where is it? So this was the first pawn, and then the one on d4 is the second pawn. And I was wondering, what can I do here? What can I do here? And then I played this move. And what I was trying to do was, okay, I'm up a pawn. It doesn't feel like I can really march my pawns forward right now. So let's reroute towards the king, because I was seeing maybe the queen could go here. I think this blunders a pawn, because what I was seeing is that, oh, he can take with a knight, but if he does, that's pinned, and I can exploit it with moves like this. But I neglected that the queen can take. And then I was looking at moves like, I was like, oh, I'm looking at moves like this. And he goes here. I was looking at stuff like this where, yeah, something along these lines. But I think I just blundered a pawn here. I don't know why it's showing the arrows. Either way, he goes there. Oh yeah, because that's the move I played. So he goes there, which confused me. And so I threatened checkmate. Right? Queen and bishop both seeing this square. He goes there. This was not a move I saw. I saw pawn. What the move that I saw was pawn here, and I was considering moves like here, trying to attack this, trying to infiltrate somehow, push the pawn up, get the knight away from the defense of the pawn. But he goes there, and I'm looking at moves like queen here to keep attacking while attacking the knight. End up doing this, which feels very scary because the bishop kind of sees the queen through the knight. The only issue, so normally maybe you could do a move like knight here, attacking the bishop while attacking the queen, but you can't do that because the knight is currently pinned to checkmate. So if you move here, this is checkmate. And now I'm attacking the knight, and I'm wondering how he's going to defend because I'm kind of looking at moves like knight here and stuff like that. But he takes the pawn. So he took the pawn, which makes the queen defend this piece. And I'm thinking, and I'm looking at this x-ray. I'm looking at this discovery. So I play this move. And I'm pretty sure that he was done, and this is basically the end of the game. The calculation here is that the queen has to stay in defense of this. But once the queen moves, I can sacrifice the rook for the bishop, which allows me, so if he takes back, I can take here, and now I'm threatening both checkmate and the queen, and there's no way to save both. Either way, I would also be up a pawn. Um, let's say I did this variation instead, where you take not up a pawn, up a piece. Let's say we do this variation, then I'm up a piece. Either way, that was what I calculated, but he had in this position and he resigned. So I need to delete from here. Cool. So let's turn on the analysis. Let's see what it says. Let's see if I'm right in my evaluation. That was 10 minutes of explaining one chess game. Anyways, stop first server analysis. Let's go here. Inaccuracy. Queen there wasn't inaccurate? This was slightly inaccurate? How? Oh. Okay, so I bring my queen out. So I bring my queen out to the middle, and I'm trying to punish his mistake. But my queen being here, he can take center space with this pawn having a tempo on my queen, and my queen can't easily go back to a spot that's comfortable. This is super awkward because now I can't push my pawn up to develop a bishop. Okay. Yeah, and then he can play like he can play knight there. Yeah, protecting. I see that. Okay. I wonder why that was an inaccuracy. Is it just because I'm okay? Okay, so it's because he's not playing the moves that would help defend that. Like he's here in the center. The stockfish wants to reinforce that knight with another knight here, and he's not playing the move that does that. And so because he didn't do that, then it's inaccurate because then it's just like a slightly worse position. Probably like how we see in the game. So I do what the computer says. Okay, so that's also another inaccuracy. He was supposed to go here protecting the pawn. Fair enough. I mean, it feels awkward to put your queen there, I feel. So, I mean, I get why he made the move he did. This is also an inaccuracy, trading, which makes sense. You're down a pawn. You're allowing me to trade down material. Yeah, it's fine with this move. It's saying to go here, but I minus 0.2 is not that bad. So here. Whoa. It doesn't say it's an inaccuracy, but it goes down. Oh, because he pins? Okay, so he gets out of it while pinning my pawn to my king, so I can't take. That makes sense. Okay. I did look at that move. I was not a fan of it because then I was gonna go here and then my bishop's kind of not being able to go back there. So castle goes there. I was also considering that move. Not so much spectacular. Yeah, so that was an inaccuracy. I thought so. So I gave up this pawn. And it's telling me to go here? Why? Like takes. Let's say he develops. Oh yeah, I mean I can take. That makes sense. Let's say he goes here. Is it this? He doesn't even wants to counterattack. Huh. Weird. I don't really understand that. That's a variation. That's not the main line. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here it's probably an inaccuracy just because he doesn't take free pawn. I go there. Knight was slight inaccuracy, but it works. So I go here. So here he was supposed to defend, but that was a mistake because it allows this. And the exact variation. Yeah, okay. So pretty solid. He just made more inaccuracies than I did. I'm surprised that queen there is an inaccuracy. I think it is at my level, most likely, because you're just allowing me to exploit this, which is why I did in game, right? But it seems the computer sees a way to exploit the fact that my queen's in the middle while securing the knight's position. That makes a lot of sense. Cool. I don't know what else there is to add to this game. I don't think there is much. No. Bye.